Hello. Hello, Deadstream. How we doing? It's me, Mike. Did you guys know that? It's me, Mike. I was first. You guys can see in the chat. See? I was first. So, funny thing. I streamed this a little while back. I think 2 days ago. 1 or 2 days ago. I thought the side stories were going to be an addition to the main story. They're not. They're separate. They're on the side, if you will. Another fun thing. Look at this. This is the game. DDLC. I'm supposed to click exit DDLC. And then it would bring me to this. Where you have this whole little menu thing. With all the music. Look, I'm playing for the music on here. I'm not even playing it on Google like I usually do. We got a bunch of art. Whole art gallery. Look at this. All the poems, all the special art. Look at this. There's this completely new arts. Look at this. You guys see this art? Look at this art. This is all official art, bro. Look at this. I only got 2 out of 10 secrets, which is stupid. Also, look at this! There's sketches. This is what Nonsky was supposed to look like. Great. This is what the main character was supposed to look like. Which is neat. Yeah, I know, right? And then promo. This is official art too. It's cursed. Anyway, yeah. That's that. I just want to showcase all this stuff. It looks really cool. This was a concept sketch of the original, like, cast. You can see some changes were obviously made. Except for Natsuki. Natsuki stayed relatively the same. But this is cool. Got a new area. Check it out. And look at this. You got original Monica. And then the new Monica. Look at this. I like the new Yuri more, to be honest. I don't know why. Just, hits different, yo. Anyway, yeah. That's a bunch of stuff. Apparently, look at this. Settings. I played a bunch. I played a lot. I played for like a few hours, and I'm only 71%. Which means we have at least, like, a few hours of gameplay left. I did the first 3 side stories. So we're just gonna get into this one. Balance with Sayori and Natsuki. Let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's jump right in. Natsuki. Oh wait, I gotta do I have to do the voices? Oh frick, I didn't even read that. Well, Natsuki is messing with the orientation of orientation of her manga in the closet shelves. Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi. Hi. The literature club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Oh yeah. Okay. Recap. I'm gonna do a little recap. Without spoiling too much, if you guys do want to check this out. First story was Monica by herself, and then Sayori joins the club. That's when Sayori joined the club. Part 2 was when... Hold on, why did it do that? What is this? Hello? You guys can still see me, right? Are we still alive? Are we live still? Are we live still? Delay. There's like no delay. That's epic. There's like no delay. That's epic. Okay, anyway. First part, the first side story was Monica trying to start the club. And then Sayori joined. Episode 2, side story 2, was when Yuri joined, and then episode 3 was when Natsuki joined. Alright? So that's all the first 3 stories. This is the 4th one. The Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry as well as how she knows about writing it herself. Monica, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus on her day on short stories, and Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy with a little help of encouragement from Sayori. Good job. Good job, Yuri. I love you. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monica decided to give the club members this week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey on Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick.
Well, that kind of depends on the stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
I like all of those things. Sayori reaches out and pulls out a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes?
You wouldn't like that one.
In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand and then replaces it with a shelf. The book was probably High School DxD. How much you want to bet? Big boy cool kid? Yo, what's good? How you doing? You like DDLC? Same, bro. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand and then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous, whatever location.
Okay, well, if you really have no preference, well, let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until the first few volumes in. And I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already into manga.
Like JoJo? I could handle it. I did it with Sayori, or with Yuri's books at least.
Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I am kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books.
No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends. I could do anything if it's for them.
Okay, well, then, let's pick you out something that even donuts can read.
I didn't say I was a donut, just that I had the attention span of one. Oh, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute.
No, how did you get to that conclusion? And don't call me that.
A donut?
Cute.
Oh, how come?
I just don't like it. I don't need a reason.
Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors.
If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Nah, sorry, it wasn't you.
He has like my voices. Natsuki shakes her head while putting a second chair over to the desk.
I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden.
Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles.
You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you.
I still learned a valuable lesson. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment.
Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start reading whatever you like.
What's it about?
Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously.
Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a
girl who accidentally runs into the same guys. And then you find out, you should just read it, but you have You have to tell me what you think. I can already guess what you're gonna ship yourself with. It'd be so funny if I'm right.
Ship? I don't get it.
Never mind. Let's not worry about
That yet. Natsuki's a shipper. Also, she canonically writes fan fictions. We found that out in a different one. But that's not important right now. I'm grabbing a water bottle because I'm healthy. Gotta stay hydrated. First time watching Doki Doki, didn't know the characters had such manly voices. Yeah, they do. These are both JoJo Part 4 actors.
Just make sure you tell me what you think.
Natsuki's voice hurts my throat. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first?
Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything.
No, it's just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow.
After the club meeting ends, Natsuki and Yuri leave. Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. Oh god, what did I forget I forget everyone's voices. I kind of like these new musics, bruh. Turn this up a bit. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if she meant that I can't say it to her, or if I can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I am a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. Ahaha. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Something I'm afraid Natsuki doesn't actually like me that much. That's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs. Like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Monika is British. Yes, Monika's British. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sayori gives Monika a quick hug. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her, and I want to get closer to her. You got this! I'm gonna transform Monika's voice into the duck from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
There's not enough time.
That was perfect. That's Monika's new voice. I've decided. I didn't read that. Balls. After the next club meeting, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting to the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there.
Hi!
What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori.
You can't just start in the middle, there are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday?
Sorry, I was just curious. Arvind, hello. Arvind. Epic name. Sorry, I was just curious.
Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out. And it just came out yesterday, so...
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sit next to you, though?
Sure.
Lippy dippy, hello. Change in 2 seconds, GG. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki and pops out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of the page being released beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only light tapping noises from her pen meeting the paper can be heard. Tap, tap, tap. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish?
No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break.
Natsuki stretches her arms.
Aren't you bored?
No, I was writing.
Oh, I saw the stick figures. I thought you were just bored.
I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with its back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. Bruh.
Ah, what the heck? You're a weirdo.
Want to read the poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess.
Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori.
Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional.
Is that bad?
Well, no, it's just an observation.
I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings.
Well?
Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words.
Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone feeling comfortable. I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am.
You write poems? You never told me that. I thought you wrote other stuff.
Yeah, that too, but...
You should. I mean, would you ever want to share?
Like I said, I don't do that.
But...
Can we talk about something else?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, it just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it.
Still... I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, let's move on to something that can make us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet.
Sure.
Bruh. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki. Memories, indeed. Natsuki. Hi, Natsuki. At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who's become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts a conversation with Natsuki while she packs up.
It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to get to read manga with you.
That's the voice I've given Monica now.
Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right?
I love that voice. It's so funny.
Yeah, mostly.
Nuts glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. I could just give Monica a normal British accent. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs.
Oh. Kind of sounds like Papyrus. Bruh. I do a god-tier impression of everything. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing. As though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back.
I guess. I just hate it when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others.
Monica shares a bright smile. You're really considerate.
Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it.
You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting.
I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but... I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them. And, like, share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was happening.
It's fine. Why would you have?
I know. I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monica navigates through her tinge of guilt. which is surfaced mainly to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it?
No, I wouldn't like that.
Well, I could, I don't know, like divert her into another club activity for you or something.
No way, that would be so underhanded and mean.
Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides,
I just complained about it. It doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me.
True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively wanted to try to solve problems even if I haven't been invited to.
It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird with us. I feel like it would make her constantly be afraid that she's bothering me, and I don't know how to keep things natural.
Well, I think you do a good job expressing all your feelings. She'd totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can for other people. And I think she would actually be really happy that you would want to improve your friendship with her.
Maybe. Ugh, it just feels so dumb talking about how to be friends with them. It's just weird, not cool.
Monica shrugs. It's the literature club. Then she mumbles something through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club.
Hey!
Sorry, that tickled me for some reason. Tickle me, innit? Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. That's like my British accent.
Wow!
Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so.
Thanks.
Natsuki gathers her things and then she finishes her thought in a mumble.
And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes.
Monica smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for her reply. It was an unusual way of Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. Yeah, of course. Also, you guys in chat are just are you guys just like dead, or are you listening, like enjoying the story? Who knows? It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. Perhaps. Oh, that was everything. That was that was part 1. Alright, we gotta get on to part 2, guys. Listening? Just listening? Nice. The god tier voice acting? Hell yeah. Alright, part 2, boys. Part 2, baby. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey! It's Josuke and Natsuki. I never run into other club members around the school. Natsuki! Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey, she definitely saw me. Nani? If you're lagging, just try refreshing the stream. Maybe that'll help. Is the stream in top-notch condition? 1080p 60? Yo, 1080 60? No way. Let's go. Did I read that? I don't know. Monika's the first to arrive at the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up the courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she'd ever want to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. Oh, I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey. Sorry. It was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do. From anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's trying to distance herself more and more, instead of get closer. It makes me feel like she's only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. But she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends? Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You're always wanting to be spending time with them. Of course. I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. It has to be exhausting to voice act all this? For my throat, sure. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sayori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was threatened with an interruption, then... I just wouldn't make me very happy. No, Mike enjoys it. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together, but the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of that person. I mean, we don't really know about Natsuki's outside life. I'll just leave it there. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. No, Dansho, you didn't miss anything. What's happening is Sayori's trying to be friends with Natsuki. Natsuki seems to be avoiding her. But that's just because she doesn't like all the attention that Sayori's giving her. And Sayori doesn't know that. There you go. But that means I really was bothering her. I really just wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know, I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I could understand about my own needs, and Natsuki and I are completely different, so... Why was I so selfish? Even if it is all true, then it means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you, but I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki, because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sayori, I think that, well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. Makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by making her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it just means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person and as a stand user. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that. Carrot Jab, welcome. That's very mature of you, Sayori. I'm mature. Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here to show her the respect I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh. Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the clubroom, Sayori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're really silly sometimes. Bruh. My toenail is getting way too long. I gotta cut it, but I don't know how. I don't have anything to cut it with. Soryu, welcome. I don't happen to have scissors, do I? Ah, rip, I don't. Yuri turns and enters the clubroom. After a moment, Sayori follows. The clubroom is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, what are we writing today? Monica speaks in a quiet voice. Oh, that wasn't exactly what I did it as. Monica speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the clubroom. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who's focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top marshal. It says to Sayori. Oh god. Understanding Monica smiles, she places her hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, I'm proud of you. Why does Monica sound like she's British? I don't know why Monica's British. Josuke, we have to defeat the enemy stand user. Natsuki looks away but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. Ah, Monica, what was that for? I'm sorry, Natsuki, I didn't mean to. Yuri's already departed, so is Monica after checking on Sayori, Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for no reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. Seem as loud as you can for one line? No, because it's 11:30 at night. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to proper location. Sorry, I didn't know where it was supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expressions and walks away from the closet. If there was any proof that Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Oh. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Custom art. Guys, we gotta appreciate the custom art. Appreciate the custom art. Appreciate it. Everybody shut up and appreciate the art. This straight up looks like a confession scene. This looks great. This looks wonderful. Guys, observe. This is great. Custom art, always like it. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice.
I have a lot of things to say.
Me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still.
Well, first of all,
she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot up, hops and down up a little bit.
I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable, especially when it comes to, like feelings and stuff, so...
Face burning, Natsuki clams up again. Oh, she's gonna confess! Natsuki and Sayori love each other! Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Oh god, I gotta read this. Best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures and all my books, my collections, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, my failures, my fears, my feelings, my tissue papers. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at its slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture. An eye peeks through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it, and however long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door. And I'll show you the best place in the world. So, for all of you guys who don't understand the poem's meaning, let me do a bit of breakdown for you. Natsuki's not ready to open up her feelings to Sayori. Alright? She's not ready to tell her everything about her. But she wants to, but she's just not ready. They've only been friends for a couple of days. They're not ready to share the weirdest thing they've got enjoyment out of, or they're not ready to share why they think bananas are better than apples or vice versa. You know, like they're not ready to discuss that stuff because she is insecure, basically. It's a poem, but I thought...
Well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please.
Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways that we'd like to make friends.
About, like, the friendship stuff. I mean...
It's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job, so don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty. I wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time. That I should just let you approach me when you wanted to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again.
One thing about that.
Hmm?
Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I want it to be balanced like you said.
Sayori nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then.
Well, anyway.
Now the two of them found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again.
I'm not gonna be like sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them because otherwise I might change my mind.
I like anything you do, Natsuki.
I was just saying.
More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend.
Uh-huh. Oh, from the manga. I need to guess who it is.
You definitely won't be able to guess. Bruh. I caught me off guard. I was like, what? Hold up. She walked down the hallway together.
Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to read the last 2 chapters to see your reaction to the big reveal.
Aw, you wanted to enjoy it with me? That's so cute.
Oh, shush.
How cute. That was adorable. And we got new pictures! The whole gang's here! Look at that. That's so cute. That's adorable. I love this. I'm not a Natsuki guy. I'm more of a Yuri guy, but this is cute. This is adorable. That's great. That's adorbs. Love that. New poem. New art. Look, new art right here. Perfect. What else? We got anything else? Nope, just that. Cool. New music though. Apparently. Nice. So while we discuss, let's play some music. So, out of 10, what do you guys rate that story? I rate that a solid 8 or 9, because I'm not a big Natsuki guy, I'm not a big Sayori guy. Yuri is my top girl, but this art here is from the side story Understanding. You find this here. This is when Yuri first joined the club. But it's cute, so I made it my wallpaper. You can make any of these your wallpaper, actually. It's pretty great. I can make this my wallpaper. I kind of want to make this one my wallpaper. This one's cool. I like this one. But I also like the other one. But I like this one. So we're going to use this one. There we go. See? It's wholesome. I like this new art style for DDLC. It's definitely a noticeable change, but I like it. I think it's cool. Hopefully get another Yuri one. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, wait. We only have one more to unlock. No. Pain. Pain. Use the whole club. Okay. Sure. There we go. Now it's the whole club. This is what time it is IRL for me. 11:32. You guys can't see my face cam's in the way. Rip. Alright. Next story is Reflection. Yuri and Monica. This will be fun. 2 big titty girls in the game. Let's go. Am I bothering you? No. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It just makes me scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work, so it could be healthy to put myself in social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone or there's too many people or everyone's being too silly for me to keep up with. Yuri glances across the room at Sayori and Natsuki. Sayori has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki's lobbing in the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. That sounds like something that I would do. Maybe I should say something. No need, they just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Sayori seems particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think of it, you and I haven't had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? I kind of don't like the British accent. It's hard to do. I don't know what voice to give Monica, though. I'll just talk normally for her. How about that? I kind of don't want to, though. That's boring. I want to give her a voice that doesn't kill my throat, but is also, like, interesting. I don't know what voice to do. Australian, is that right? Though it may be particularly my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Absolutely not. Not at all. I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness and to engage. Well, what about times during lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh! But I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. I don't know what voice, dude. I'll just give her a normal. I'll just talk normally and maybe I'll think of something. Do you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently. But I'm in the middle of this series. There are still 2 more books after this one.
Bruh. I guess those books suit you well, since you seem to be spending so much time reading them.
Good Monica voice right there. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, there are a lot of books that have romance elements in them. Oh, come on, Yuri, you know what I mean. Monica lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do. Oh, is that true, love? You like romance, innit? You like some bloody tea and crumb? Oh my god. Maybe more when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot, so it kind of felt like, please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That'd be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki. Ouch. Sorry. I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it's my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past too, you know. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me of quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too.
Hey, were you talking about me?
No, we were just... Oh, we were talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki?
Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't going hard until then.
Oh yeah? What was it that inspired you to get more into it?
I don't know. I guess, let me think. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah. I was just like really fed up with a lot of things and I got super into this one series that I related to.
Drinking water to clear my throat. Natsuki's voice is a killer.
I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself.
Hey, kind of like Yuri. Monica. Sorry. That's completely wrong, so... It's still cool that you both really found your thing. I have to do this when I'm talking as Monica for some reason. I don't know why. I have to point. They're almost like complete opposites, but it sounds like they've helped you through a lot of hard times.
You know it.
Wow, what the heck?
That book even bigger than the last one you were reading.
It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much.
How high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series?
Natsuki estimates by holding her hand high above her head, sizing it up an imaginary stack.
I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long so I can say I've read more than you. Haha. Not that I have the money for that.
Please, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page.
I know, I was just joking. I would never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me.
Yuri shoots Natsuki a glare. It's not boring.
Chill, I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion, I just think it's too convoluted.
What way did I say Monica? Monica. Monica, like this? Monica, please step on my face. Of course, Yuri. I'll step on your face if you want me to. Thanks, Monica. I really needed that. Sayori, that's from the floor.
Gross. Also, watch your hands before touching my books.
But my hands aren't dirty.
Just do it. The oils are there, even if you can't see them.
Fine. Sayori trots out the door and Natsuki follows. Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so condescending. I said hardly, like I'm still talking in a British accent. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well about how much these mean to me. So how about just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like, especially in the literature club. So I should figure out how to meditate discussions to keep them positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also your ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay, well this is something that I think I'll have you think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. I'll respect you, Yuri. I got you, babe. That then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. She just doesn't like Natsuki. It's fine. You don't have to like Natsuki. Because I like you instead. Okay, everyone. We have special club meeting today. As you know, the literature club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means you should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other.
Aren't you being a little dramatic about this?
This is important to me.
Well, sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused or something.
I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. Keep on forgetting that he has a Yuri body pillow. I do. You want me to get it out? The only two body pillows I have, which means the only two waifus that actually mean anything to me, are Rias and Yuri. And putting Yuri anywhere even close to Rias is saying a lot. It's great. I shouldn't just hold this. That would make me seem like a real degenerate. So I'm just gonna have it there. It's falling. Doesn't matter. It'll be in the corner. Flip. Casual clothes. I want to get more body pillows. But I don't know what characters I would get that like actually have significant. I want to see if I can get a Sakuya one, but I can't find any that are like not completely naked. Yuri casual. Stop me, please, please. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect the power of language. And I thought it would be a good topic for the literature club, don't you think? Flip the Rias one? I do that in bed. And only in bed. Imagine I clip that and edit it. Don't do that. That'd be terrible, please. Don't take it out of context. Since I was only editing. I was only reading your message. If this stream can get to 17,000 likes, I'll flip the Rias body pillow.
If you say so.
Sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. Get the alts! Get the 17k alts! We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, Sayori, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category. Should I start with snacks, or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh, jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy. Cherries. Jotaro likes cherries. Hey, I give her a good voice for this. Let's go. Let's go. Kakyoin. You're still here with me in spirit, Kakyoin. Shut up, Josuke. Nobody cares. Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? Cherries are delicious. Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how anybody could think cherries are nasty. How does it make you feel? I don't know, sad? Defensive, maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. Star Platinum, come out! Give this guy a beating. Josuke, stop coming on my cherries. I get it, you're a teenager, but that doesn't give you an excuse to come in my packet of cherries. See, the reason you had such a strong reaction was that because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging Sayori's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty.
Wait, hold on. How is that objective when you just said it was your own opinion?
It has to do with the way our brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of cherries, not your feelings about them. Like Sayori. Let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good. So what if instead I said, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. Well, that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Here, fine. I'll show Rias both sides, alright? I'll show both sides of Rias since you asked so nicely. Side number 1. It's Rias, being chill. Y'all ready for side number 2? Are y'all... Josuke, stop using my cherries as anal beads. Alright, ready? Side number 1. Y'all ready for side number 2? Boom! Side number 2, it's just Rias but backward. It's literally nothing to screw about. Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings, and Sayori didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri, you don't need to take notes, I'm not going to quiz you or something. I know that. I was just... Oh, she was taking notes, so cute! Do you use that and tape your phone to your body pillow while hentai playing? No, I just look at the pillow and I'm like... No, I'm kidding. Chill, I'm literally kidding, girl. I'm kidding.
I didn't mean to call you out. You could do whatever you like. But does anyone have thoughts so far? Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings.
Clip that, chat. No. Do not. Hashtag stop Rias pillow abuse. Bro, chill. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want it to come across to other people. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience rather than an argument. Right, Sayori? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on. Sayori, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. What the heck? I've been duped. Josuke, help, Monica duped me. Quick, use your shining diamond to restore this conversation. I had to say shining diamond since it's the dub. I'm sorry, Sayori. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae? You are welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. Buying you people's loyalty. How deplorable.
Oh, like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week.
That was, I was reading and not keeping track of them. Bruh. Is this some weird roleplay? No. This isn't some weird roleplay at all. Not one bit. But don't make me get the immense power of my Star Platinum to whoop your ass. Because... you're gay. It's me, Part 4 Dub Jotaro here to remind you that dying is gay. Anyway, Jotaro out. Or something like that, I don't know. Okay, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So now that we got the gist of it, how about we try something with more relevant to the club? Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Well... I'd rather not, no. Aw, how come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come of that. It's just gonna start a fight. No, it'll be fine. I'm here to moderate. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion.
Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to coddle my feelings. I'll always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind. Respectable?
Hello, Zero. I'm voice acting today. Your expression changes at that word. As Monica recalls, being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly like... It's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever you like. I just prefer more in-depth and nuances in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the surface level.
Oh, well, that's just a misunderstanding then. I thought you were gonna say manga's for children or something, like I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga.
Yeah, like High School DxD. Jotaro, stop stealing Mike's... Yeah, Jotaro, stop stealing my body pillows. Abdul, stop using magician's rod to make your dildo. Do you want this rod or my rod? Kill me, please. Somebody end my life. I'm not clueless about manga. I've read my own fair share when I was younger.
What? Are you serious? How come you never told me?
Because I'm past that point in my life. And I prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things now.
Excuse me?
Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Let's try to keep things subjective. If you just imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it?
Maybe it's immature to judge people having different tastes than you.
Nobody's immature. My kink is voice acting as Jotaro when I'm in bed. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy. I love them both in their own way.
Okay, it's great that you like it, but I still find it boring.
Boring isn't subjective. Oh, wrong voice. Dio, stop using TS to move faster. You're not Sonic. Dio, stop spamming TS. You know I don't have a time-resistant stand. Psych, I lied. My Star Platinum resists all abilities, including that of your time stop.
Okay, it bores me. That's subjective.
But, I mean, the thing about this is ridiculous. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was just gonna make people upset.
I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always got the impression that you secretly looked down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed.
That's not true at all. You're just making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody has at least a bit of respect for the things that I'm into. The only thing that I look down upon is people making fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business.
What? Have you looked in a mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling my interests immature.
You can't. Please stop. Please? You don't mean the things you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time. Okay? Yuri's piercing words send the clubroom into a shocked silence as she gathers her things. She leaves. See ya, Yuri. Bye. Bye.
Holy crap, I never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed.
Well, you weren't very nice to her either, so...
I was just saying.
How did this happen? It's my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am with dealing with conflicts. Nah, bro, he did his waifu dirty. Chill. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. I guess we're a bit sensitive about the things we really love.
Honestly, she kind of brought it about herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not in a manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it...
That's the kind of point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things, it's about recognizing and understanding our differences.
Okay, but here's the thing about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do, but I think the problem here is her, not just like how we like to talk to each other, right?
I mean... Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Well, I'm just like saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems.
This wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself over it. If anything, I'm good that the truth finally came out. Because I could just move on now.
But... Starfinger. Kill me. Josuke, not so rough. I can do whatever I want. Reality bends to my will.
It's fine, I promise. Let's get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding your superiority complex.
Don't be mean. Do not put it out of context. I'll talk or read manga whenever whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay?
Sorry. I'm just bitter.
Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but at least I know we're all good people and we don't want to hurt each other's feelings. Or whatever, I don't know. I don't know why Jotaro over here is getting so heated by a simple attack such as Starfinger. Jotaro, stop using Star Platinum, the drug Jotaro X Kakyoin Dojinshis. No! Those exist, right? I should probably read one on stream. Not on stream, but... They almost have the same hair color, yeah. Monica's is brown and Sayora's is salmon. golden experience. Chrono Giorno Giovanna have a dream. This will be a learning experience. Monica says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. This was bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri have always engaged with each other, the least out of anyone. And this is the reason. As Sayori and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monica sighs to herself, being unable to shake her worried thoughts. Jotaro, stop using the world? What? You cannot rail Rias. Not under my watch. Will the club really have just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other? Monica desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayori doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. Oh, shoot. Alright, bet. We got mail. Guys, we got a mail. We got 2 mail. OMG. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula, ha ha ha, I would get 404'd in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did some kind of code pass through the layer to automate it? It's based on the contents of the tweets, e.g. not screaming for help. I assume they're coming from the control simulation? Oh, Monica made a Twitter account. Staying focused on our goals. Oh my god. I don't want to read all this. Whoever's changing the eye color scheme on the desktop. Whoever's changing the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional and it runs the risk of drawing eyes. Wait. Was it always pink? It wasn't. It was always pink, right? It was, right? Unless it was purple. Or blue or something. Was it always pink? Was it? It was, right? I'm physically going back in the stream to see. Yeah, it was always this color. Okay, I thought I was tripping for a sec. All right. Guys, reflection part 2. Josuke, stop using crazy time to revive Dio and fuck him. Yeah. Let's go. A new day arrives. Sayori arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still, so she sits down at her desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primed to jot down her thoughts. You want to know what Doki Doki always does to me? Every time I go through a DDLC mod or I just do anything DDLC related, it makes me want to, you know what, I'm going to look up where the nearest Barnes & Noble is. I want to fucking read a book. I don't know why. I just want to like see if there's a book that I like. Because every time I pick up a book and I read it, I'm like, I don't mind it. But it's a 15 minutes away. Really? That's awesome. Does Barnes & Noble have manga? It probably does, right? I could probably pick out a few volumes of something that maybe I haven't read before. Maybe I would like... Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, but yeah. Stop using Star Platinum to make own a Jello factory, bruh. What? Where are you guys getting these? Kira, stop drawing Mike and Jotaro. No, dude. Mike X Jotaro, please, for the love of God, now. Sayori's made it a habit of scribbling in her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever it's possible, as it tends to serve her best inspiration for poetry. My heart feels vacant because a ship sailed away.
Yo!
Yeah! Natsuki! Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. But it wouldn't have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. So I doubt you want me listening in on your poetry thing.
Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Rohan, stop writing fanfics and people. Rohan is just like, that's it! Turn you into a book! Quickly, write that he's gay. No, don't do it. Do it, Heaven's Door, quickly. Write that he's gay. No, don't do it. It's not Pride Month anymore. Don't write that I'm gay. Heaven's Door, remove their abilities to get women. No! Imagine having the ability to never nut, but like, it always, like, as long... This is gonna be... You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it. Some things are best left just unsaid. Heaven's Door, make this person gay.
Should I let you finish that up then?
Oh, no. It wasn't. I mean, just do whatever is convenient. You're not interrupting.
Where's Monica, by the way?
Yeah, you're able to climax, but just like, you're infinitely stuck in a climax loop because you can't come. That would suck. That was what I was gonna say. I said it anyway, goddammit. Oh, she's out in the hallway.
Huh? Why?
Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri's too nervous to come into the clubroom by herself, so...
Oh. Jeez, does Yuri really let things bother her for that long?
She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while. But as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Funny thing, I was watching a TikTok, yes, a TikTok, and it was canonical evidence that Deku isn't gay. That was not hot, shut up. So, it was like, when he's flipping through his notebook, the Mount Lady thing, the little side note is sexy, which means that he's attracted to women. And I kid you not, one of the comments was like, bisexual is a thing, neutral emoji. It got like 3 likes and 200 plus replies. My man got ratioed. Ratioed, okay? Or canonically straight, not canonically gay, sorry. Did I say gay? I meant that he was proving that it was canonically straight. That probably was very confusing. I'm sorry. I don't know why people want gay Deku so bad. Like, he's not gay. He's just a Deku. He's just Deku. That's all he is. He's just Deku.
I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too.
It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. The only girl... There's 2 women in My Hero Academia that are, like, noteworthy. And that's the creation chick that wears no clothes and Midnight. Alright? That's all I'm saying. Let's figure this out together.
Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff.
Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that'll help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from.
Well, I was happy the way things were before we had that conversation yesterday.
What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga?
Maybe, I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore them. But something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen.
Is it because it came from Yuri?
No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or manga or whatever, but Yuri acts like she's too good to even give it a chance.
I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance.
Yeah, exactly!
Why would you give Yuri's books a chance?
After this, obviously not.
What about before this?
Well, I wouldn't until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without needlessly complicated.
I see. But you know, I like Yuri's books.
Yeah, but you like manga more, right?
Sayori shakes her head. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. Iggy, stop humping guy dogs. Iggy! Stop it! You're not allowed. That is just gay. What's your opinion on the LGBTQ community? It's kind of gay. I mean, the manga. It's really honest and fun and just easy to let go with. And the fantasy has a lot more to interpret and uncover. It's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But for the most important thing is that both the manga and fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think.
How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like, first it was with Monica when I was new to the club, and then it was with you, and now it's Yuri. And I'm always like, oh, that person's being such a jerk. And even if they realize that, at least we can get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everyone's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me.
Natsuki, listen, just because I don't like you, and Sayori doesn't like you, and Yuri doesn't like you, and Monica doesn't like you, and everybody else doesn't like you, doesn't mean that nobody likes you, okay? Iggy, stop running gay Five Nights at Freddy's fanfics. No! No!
I don't know why, but I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it.
Natsuki. Sayori puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved just as much as everyone else. Everyone has their differences and their different ways they like to communicate, you know? Sometimes it makes it harder for us to understand each other. I think that sometimes we get lucky. And we make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication. And it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or get the communication wrong. It's something that Yuri struggles with a lot too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of, reflection. That's the title of the side story. Mike, stop using YouTube platform to make another Logan Paul. YouTuber Prajna, take a picture of this hanging guy. Went Russian. I don't know why I went Russian. Invulnerability.
I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest.
What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you.
Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm used to people being mean to me. Like my friends. And I guess my dad. Like when I don't get good grades or stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I going to do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, then I'm just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So, things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong, then there's even a tiny hint that may be my fault then. I just get really angry and I find to blame everyone else instead.
Do you see yourself as better than Yuri?
If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself.
No. Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. If we don't like our feelings, then we have to understand them if we want to learn more about themselves. It's a part of vulnerability, you know. Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. Like in Unending Horny.
I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase, and I'm just way above that garbage. I'm terrible for feeling that way.
You're not terrible. You are not your feelings.
But
You are not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud.
fine, I am not my feelings.
That's the way I like to picture it. It's as if those feelings are like your roommates. You live in the same house and you have to see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other for the most part, you're gonna run into each other every now and then, and it's gonna make you feel like poop. So, the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe help each other even change for the better. Does that help you understand? It kind of does, actually, believe it or not.
How do you know so much about this stuff?
I just have a roommate that could be really hard to get along with, called depression. Sorry, it's coming out.
Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know.
I am not my feelings. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, my God, that hit. Why did that hit so hard? That hit me right in the forehead, right between my eyebrows. God damn, yo.
I want to be a good person like you.
Aw, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You, Yuri, and Monica, and I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Nonsky remained silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Yuri's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her. As though flowing through a wound. Not a womb, a wound inside of her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No. It was as though she inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. Or it wasn't as though, sorry. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that simply cannot be bandaged and left alone any longer. Sarah, stop using Hermit Purple to hang yourself. Stop using Hanged Man. Sarah's stand is Hanged Man. Oh, this is a new area. Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Please don't yell at me. Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair of me to put everyone else on the spotlight, or to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't just try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. Can't I make a stream highlight to the stream? Go for it. I'll send you the link once it's done. You're not mad at me? I thought you were the one mad at me. I was so awful yesterday. Yuri curls up, recalling the details of the argument. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making someone upset. Hold on, that's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second and then manages a nod. Monica takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't wait to get away from them. Or I can't get away from them. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like everyone hates me, especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. But I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because Monica thinks back at the time she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki. And how a display of maturity for Monica was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But you know, she's not a bad person. In fact, I think she could be really thoughtful and considerate. Monica, stop using Heaven's Door to kill everyone. Pretty much. She basically does. She just writes the way the story goes. Oh, but that means the burden's on me. And I don't know how to say things to make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... a penis inside of it every time you open it. Nope, Yuri. Zip, stop. Not this time. Zip, right in there. Just can't breathe. God, my favorite. Yuri shakes her head at herself and tugs on her hair. It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not very talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. Yuri, stop using hanged men and exit music. Bro, chill. Calm down. It's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectable when people speak their mind. So I did, and she hated me anyway. I thought it was enough to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you. And we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. I get it. That's not what I meant, really. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems out to bring the worst of me, and I feel ashamed of it. Who just... I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person, so for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior, despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her, and it makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is it's me doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong, and I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri, feelings are never wrong. Unless you're feeling Just kidding. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me, please. It was a joke. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Look at me getting my Aquafina. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just like a state of being that we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. Bro, it's 2021. We can't take a joke. Yeah. I'm gonna make a Twitter account just to make a joke in the stream's highlight video. Bruh. No, please. Are you actually gonna full-on edit a stream highlights video? Because if you do, you should. I feel like that's something I learned about when first started this club. We could hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Or we can, you know, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I could never be mad at you for feeling a certain way. Thought you were better. Hashtag cancel Mike. No. It's about how you handle them. What's in it for me if I make one? I'm talking about Shiro. But, nothing. You don't get anything if you make one. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. You have the right to upload the video on your own channel. How about that? Where's the dejected expression? You make it sound so easy. You're so mature and so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri, I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come natural to me either. It's really hard to, like, reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from thoughts. You could upload it on your channel if you make a stream highlights video. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate with her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of the things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. Unless you're me. I'm a brick wall of defense. Nothing you guys can say can get to me on an emotional level and be mad. Won't be doggy styled. No, not just that. No, not that stuff. Editing. Okay, but the way you missed the word it and said I won't be doggy styled. Like it.
But I'm just tired of that getting in the way. I can't stand it when peace is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone.
Monica looks at Yuri in adoration.
I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me because I really want to hug you now. Monica, please hug me. Hug me tight.
Stop.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, I wouldn't really mind, so...
Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. Custom art.
You're so gentle. I love it when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too.
Custom art, custom art, custom art. God damn it.
I'm gonna write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure, I always let my feelings get the best of me. And I forget to say that they're all important things. And I say that I don't mean or whatever, I don't know. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate.
Yuri's face hardens with determination. Just like that.
People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do to you and Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that, and I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For existence. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposites in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she puts so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience.
Gonna watch Rito of Hitler tomorrow? I wish you the best of luck, soldier.
And I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki?
Yuri nods.
I always thought that if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. There's a type of person or magical formula that I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people.
Yuri shakes her head.
Friendships happen when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort into understanding them and respecting them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations?
Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri's always kept to herself so much that's unusual to hear her talking so suddenly about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself.
You always let me listen into your thoughts about people. Sayori too. And it makes me happy because I can learn a lot of things.
The stream, the will, the end, the now, then what? Fool? After dark, trash taste, after dark, what? It's probably gonna end after this story. And then I'm gonna play the last one by myself. Because I hate you all.
That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you.
Monica never thought much of it. But in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concerns of others. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. Shiro, are you sure? Are you sure you want to sleep right now? It's going to be almost done. It's true that Sayori and Monica are naturally more compatible or comfortable with other people, and I can more easily work through situations of conflict, but that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. Good night, baby girl. I'll see you tomorrow. And the first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. Custom art, custom art. Where's the custom art? There's nothing. A very shy girl with long pretty hair is wandering the bustle lunchtime's hallways, her fist pressed into her collarbone. When she finds the literature club classroom, she senses the Yo! This is the beginning of the Yuri story. from Yuri's perspective. When she finds the literature club president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. Monica's sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monica glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. Before she can regain her composure, she decided for sure to leave. The classroom door gently opens. Oh, never mind, I lied. This isn't what I thought it was. Yuri, what a surprise to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Please help me. What, is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write letters. Thank goodness, I thought this was some kind of emergency. Alright, never mind, I lied. Monica briefly glances over her shoulder at the other friends. Do you want some help? We can go to an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad for taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We weren't really doing anything. One sec. Monica trots back to the classroom and says something like, I gotta go, to her friends, and then grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monica as the two of them set off. How are you today? Huh? Me? Well, yes. Oh. Oh gosh, sorry. I was just caught off guard. I was drinking my tea and having my crumpets as I usually do with classic little Brit, you know. I'll tell you one thing I wasn't doing, brushing my teeth. I'm doing well today, just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? I don't know, I think I'm easily distracted and I get sucked into things and start neglecting time. Me too, I do that too. Hey, this classroom's empty, let's go in here. After peering inside, Monica opens the classroom door. The two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monica pulls two chairs up to the same desk, then obeys Monica beckons. As Monica beckons to take her seat, she starts staring down at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Gosh, you must be really determined. You better play FNAF soon, bro. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined papers from a notebook. She then picks up her pen. Custom art! Custom art! Custom art! Custom art! Oh. Look at this. This is epic! This is my new wallpaper. This is 100% the new wallpaper. I'm taking a fat screenshot of it. Frick, I didn't mean to do that. I can't take a screenshot of it. Pressing my Windows key doesn't let me. What did that say? Hey, you're left-handed. That's neat. Yuri's left-handed? That's actually kind of interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Monica playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start by listing the different things you want to say to her? I just love this. This looks so good. This art is so epic. This is great. This is so cool. I'm simping over this art. I'm doing it. Yuri thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, it's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But, never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. What is wrong with my hair? What is happening? It's fine, it looks good. She then writes the word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but have been able to separately be friends with Sayori and Monica. That's me! Yes, it is. So, Yuri thinks. I've been able to befriend two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other, but I was worried about getting what I wanted, and she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that. I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for... Oh, sorry. God, I keep doing the wrong voices. I'm actually tripping. Hello, Joshua. Look at this custom art! Look at it! This is official DDLC art. I'm so happy this exists. This is great. This is fantastic. This is the greatest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. This is... This right here. This is amazing. I love this. Favorite piece of art in the whole game so far. So what kind of things do you like to do for her? I want to do the same things to her that I like to receive. So head? I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about, and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like it when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Yuri writes some things down. I think the most important thing to remember is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable, so we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it'll help to just tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. And I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them and admit things that you could do better. Then finally, you ask what you would like in return. How does that sound for structure? Or it could be 3 paragraphs, 1 for each of those points. I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized, I had no idea to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things. No one likes Mask from Dream. Oh, stop. Look, they're smiling at each other. This is so wholesome! I love it. You've done so much more than I have, you know. You spend so much time reflecting and being open-minded. That's the hardest thing to do for anyone. All I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. Creamy says gay. Bruh! Being gay is a sin. I'm sorry. Oh god, Monica gives Yuri a quick squeeze. But she lets go, caught by surprise when Yuri curls her fingers to hook Monica's hand in place. For a while, they sit like that in silence. They're holding hands, 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 they're holding hands. For a while, they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper. They're holding hands, they're holding hands, they're holding hands, they're holding hands, they're holding hands. Wait, shut up. Everyone shut up. The music. This is beautiful. Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong. That they're just a state of being that we need to come to terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior isn't always how they decide to be. It's also made up for their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you feel about Natsuki? Yuri nods. But in reality, everyone's always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monica peers over at Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Yuri pulls it in close, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it to help you, you know. It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but...
Yuri smiles.
I'll always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me. I'll never get the hang of being one. Ah ha ha. But listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So, don't call it damage, please. Monica gives Yuri a gentle smile. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks and all I got was real friends who value me. Nice. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. As you wish. That was so wholesome! You get 3 extra wholesome claps. That's for being wholesome. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably. But I don't want to come to the club same day that Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I could give it to her instead if you'd like. Is it free? No, it's like $13. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monica nods. Good luck, I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod, and the two depart. $13 for this pile of crap? No. First of all, do not pirate it. That's terrible that you would even think of doing that. Oh, cute Yuri! Cute Yuri! Cute Yuri! Guys, cute Yuri. Everyone, cute Yuri. Custom art! Custom art! Let's go! Let's go! I think I'm going to use cute Yuri, though, because I didn't realize how cute this would be. Cute Yuri! We didn't get any new mail, which is bruh. We got new music, though. Don't know which one it was. No. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. I think it's not this song, right? No, it's not. I think we're gonna end to this song because this song is great. This song sounds wonderful. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cute wallpaper. How do I save this and make this my actual wallpaper? Is that possible? 78% done. Damn. We still have only one side story left, and we're only 78% of the way done. Well, then again, we also have, like... Oh, but that's all the wallpapers. We got no more pictures. Poems... Oh, no, sorry, wallpapers. We got one more poem to read. 3 more of these. There's only one more side story, though, so I don't know what's going to happen with these. 8 more secrets. No more places. We visited all the places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more sketches and pretty much all the promos. So, that was amazing. That was great. That was fantastic. Just wanted to say, big thanks to everybody who came along, stayed for the whole ride. We've been streaming for about 2 hours now. So about each side story was roughly like 40 minutes to an hour. I really, really like these so far. Characters. Monica's still not here, which is weird. Odd. Poem words. Oh, all of the winning words. Oh. That's cool. So you're like rewarded with those, kind of. I'm sorry, I'm just looking through a lot of this. Anyway. Cool. So yeah, that was this. If you guys want more DDLC Plus, let me know, I guess. I am planning on 100%ing this game because, first of all, I paid $13 for it, so I'm expecting to. Second, I just love Doki Doki. Dude, DDLC has, like... This is the game that got me into anime. Did any of you guys know that? I don't know. Who knew that? I don't know if anybody knew that. DDLC is the game that single-handedly got me into anime. Can we sleep together? Sure. But still. Either way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what else to say, really. Yeah, I'll see you in bed, Shiro. I think I want to do the last side story by myself. Because I kind of just want to relax with some Doritos and Swedish fish. And chill. But at the same time, I don't know. Big boy, cool kid, I noticed you. Anyway. Thank you everybody so much for watching again. Subscribe if you're new, although I don't think any of you 4 people are. I'm out of here. So, yeah. I didn't know Yuri was left-handed, but I'm never going to forget that.